A spot in the Division I sectional finals up for grabs tonight at Ursuline College, where the 16-seeded Blazers of Hathaway Brown will take center stage against cross-city rival Shaker Heights as we kickstart 32 days of tournament coverage on the OH Report, live and free from snowy Pepper Pike, streaming to your smartphone, tablet, TV, or PC. Coming up next. are live and free, taking over your eyeballs with girls Division I tournament action. Hathaway Brown and Shaker Heights are suited, booted, and ready for a cross-town sectional showdown right here and now. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Ursuline College on the east side of Cleveland. My name is Skowronski, joined tonight by Travis Berardi. And after a long wait, the Blazers are finally ready to make their OH Report debut. It's a program like many others. They've just been hit tough by COVID, so they're just happy to be out here, get to play a real game, and especially these Red Raiders. They've only played 6 so far all season against 3 quarantines.
Yeah, we're happy to just get out of the Mansfield area to get back up here to Cleveland, but both teams combined 20 games total, 5 times between the two sides that they've had to be shut down because of COVID. It's just tough, but you know what? Finally, these two teams get to come back out here playing a meaningful basketball game. Both these teams, young squads as well. This is an important game for them. Might not be as important for people looking on paper because this is just 2 teams in the middle of the pack in their large Northeast district. It's combined of 6 districts, 35 teams total. They're in the middle of it. But you know what? Since they're young, this game not only gives them momentum, whoever wins this for this tournament, but the win would also help them out momentum-wise going into next year with some confidence.
Yeah, no question about it. The youth movement is on here for both programs, and they would both love to advance, get some more real competition and some extra reps for these talented freshmen and sophomores that would just love to get some more games under their belt heading into next season. And then these seniors as well. Both sides have a complement of those, and you know, this is their last hurrah, Travis, so they would love to make a little run here and get in a little bit more to the end of their senior seasons.
And you know what? We've been talking about this all season. We think there are some teams because of COVID that aren't going to be seeded high enough and might make a run. And you never know. One of these 2 teams, Hathaway Brown, they have 4 players around 10 points per game, and their 5th player, who's their senior, averages 6 points. So if you get 45 points off of your starters and you play decent defense, that's the combination that could get you a long run. And I know head coach Brandon Stewart seeding them, placing them where they wanted to go. They get 2 wins, they'll take on the top seed, but they're not afraid of them.
Let's now honor America with the playing of our national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. All right, folks, we are just about set for tournament action between the Lady Raiders of Shaker Heights and the Hathaway Brown Blazers. 2 teams checking in with just, what are we looking at here? Less than 20 games combined, Travis. So a little bit of unknown, I think, for both of them. And I think more specifically for Shaker Heights, they probably don't even really know fully what they have at their disposal. Just 6 total games, and they haven't played in a couple of weeks. They said they've been doing all virtual meetings. Couldn't even get into the gym yesterday for a walkthrough because of the snow. Yeah. So even when they actually can get into the gym floor, it's been tough. Mother Nature and then COVID playing a big role.
And, you know, up here in the Cleveland area, Division I, it's tough from top to bottom. So even with that, Hathaway Brown on the other end, they started off, I believe, 5-1. That's when COVID hit, and then they started, you know, getting lost, a loss here, a loss there, getting COVID, that shut down. Come back, play tough games, but still, you know, not enough. But hopefully they finally, now that they're back, don't get shut down anymore, and they maybe can get on a roll like they did at the beginning of the year and make a run.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for both sides, including that stud freshman right there, Gia Piscatelli, who is their leading scorer on the season. And you mentioned that there's about 4 of these Blazers that are right around double digits. That's Yermani Jones, who's pretty much a walking double-double. Lucy Castellanos, just a sophomore, is over 10 per game. And then Tegan Clark, 9.5 per game. And then on the other side for the Lady Raiders, Tasha Jackson is their leading scorer at just over 10. And then nobody else is in double figures. They do have some studs, and Cece Favret, their freshman forward, is a player that their coach told us to keep an eye on here tonight. So some young players out here that have been playing a lot of minutes this season. We'll see what these freshmen have to offer. Both of them supposedly are some dynamic scorers that I look forward to seeing.
Yeah, and just Hathaway Brown, they're four double-digit scorers, freshmen and sophomores. You look over on Shaker Heights, like you just said, they have a freshman that could really show out. So these two teams, middle of the pack right now in this district. However, the future is very bright for both of these teams, and if they can get a couple wins here in the tournament, that's just going to really boost them in the next season, hopefully into the summer, where they will finally be able to have summer league, summer basketball practices and things like that, and then go into next year with really high hopes. But first, we get started over the 32 days of the OHSAA girls and boys tournaments, and thankfully we get to go cover all 4 divisions this year as well.
Very exciting to kickstart our tournament action up here in the Cleveland area with Division I girls hoops. And the long-awaited debut of Hathaway Brown on the OH Report airwaves, as we have scheduled and rescheduled them about 4 or 5 times. Myself and Stacy Aroni finally got one locked down on the schedule, and here we go. We are underway from Ursuline College. It's Hathaway Brown ball to start, and they got an excellent feed underneath, and the first points belong to Tegan Clark.
Nice ball movement. Got a couple girls inside the paint. Look for the open person, found her. 2 points.
Tacking back the other way, but losing the handle there was Walker. So the Blazers forced a turnover on the opening possession for Shaker Heights, but they give it right back, picked up by Tasha Jackson.
Both teams getting to the hoop.
Lane opened wide right there for Jayla Perrin, who got in tight but just could not finish.
Yeah, it was a good look. She just maybe lost control of the ball. She was going up, couldn't get enough muscle under it to get it up off the glass. Shaker in a full court press right now, easily broken by Hathaway, but unforced error.
Castellanos a bit too strong with that pass down low, looking for Jones. And now Hathaway Brown coming out with some full court pressure of their own. And they'll take it away. Castellanos with the rip, and she goes to the cup. Extends the lead out to 4-zip.
And this is a good idea for both coaches. Get the full court press, get against these girls that haven't played against competition in a while. Try and get some pressure early.
Left hand too strong off glass for Hillary Shackleton. And then that 3 comes up short off the hands of Perrin. Blazers back the other way. Piscatelli with a nice pass. She got fouled though.
And 3 of the first 4 possessions here, Hathaway's been able to get it deep inside the paint and then kick it out to the open person.
As you saw right there with the latest bucket from Lucy Castellanos, just a sophomore. Having a great season. Almost 11 points, 5 rebounds per game for the Soph. Uncorks a 3 ball here, comes up just a bit short, and it's going to be boarded by Favret.
Nice handoff, and nobody guarding her. Just unable to get the dribble down, though.
Yeah, Cece 6'2", but a freshman, so still has not fully developed her skills. And like we mentioned, they have not played in quite a while. It's been a couple weeks since the last game for Shaker Heights, and actually it's their first game, I believe, since January the 4th. Oh, I'm sorry, that was their first game of the season, was January the 4th. They played twice, were out 2 weeks, got a couple more games in, And then I've been out again, Travis.
That's just been the problem for them. They just haven't been able to get that rhythm going because you get 1-2 games, you finally figure out what you need to do, and then right back down for 2 weeks. Nice take.
Great penetration in the scoop. A little bit of vanilla on the other end of that, Trav. That was beautiful. Gia Piscatelli, the freshman, showing you why she is the leading scorer for this club, and it's now 6-0 Blazers as that one's forced up over a double team by Jackson. So the Blazers got numbers back the other way. 2-on-1. Nearly a big block for Perrin. Must have got a piece of the arm, too.
That's just a nice take right down Main Street. They're going to open up the lane, let you go down there. You're going to take it every time. She might have been a little too surprised, almost missed that floater because, I mean, how often are you that open to take it to the hole?
First free throw comes up short from Gia. Gonna get our first look at Molly Castellanos, one of 3 Castellanoses out here. She's a freshman. And at the line, the other 9th grader comes up short, but the long rebound ends up in the hands of Lucy.
So another possession here for Hathaway Brown. They're 3 for 3 from the field thus far, Brian. 3 for 4.
Here's a 3 unloaded, short, and rebounded to Cameron Ruffin, who just checked in. Another freshman, so we talked about the youth movement. It certainly is on full display out on the court right now. A lot of 9th graders in the mix. Nice ball movement leads to Jackson. It's the first points of the night for Shaker Heights.
That's a nice shooting stroke there by her. But yeah, seeing a lot of freshmen in Division I girls basketball up here in the Cleveland area. That's, you know, that's trial by fire. You're just getting thrown right into there.
2-3 zone look being shown by the Red Raiders and comes up with Tasha Jackson pushing it. Pull-up jumper, finds the bottom here for Ruffin.
So a 5-0 run here. Gets the Raiders to within 1.
Hathaway Brown looking for an answer. Piscatelli with the kick out. Clark sends one. Off the mark. Pushing ahead, here comes Shackleton.
Ooh.
Got her shot blocked. Lucy Castellanos.
Return to sender right there.
No chance. Now Piscatelli drops one through the bottom of the net. Big 3 timeout taken by the Lady Raiders. One more look, and both ends, Travis, we've seen some, I guess you could say, some not so great a defense. Wide open shooters, the lanes opened up on each side, and right there, Blazers able to capitalize.
Well, yeah, you saw the last few possessions, the Blazers just been able to go right down the lane and take it to the hole, and then that final time that Shaker Heights finally closes in on her, you kick it right to the open man, the open woman for 3 in the lead.
And you can see why Gia Piscatelli leads the team with 11 points per contest. She certainly has a good feel for the game, and she looks like she's that straw that stirs the drink around here. She's the engine that gets things going for this offense.
And then when you see a defense start to maybe double team her, because she's doing so well, she can dish it off to 3 other players that average about 9.5 points. So, you know, a balanced team, and like we've said a couple times already, if they can just get going, they can get a few games under their belt in a row, that's when you can see the full arsenal of that team.
Here's Ruffin in between the circles. Pass out by Favret. Tipped.
Looks like the Blazers in a 1-3-1 zone.
Celia Bullock into the lineup for the first time tonight. Nice ball movement. Now they get it down on the block to Jackson. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but it's going to be taken. Piscatelli took a bump, puts it up, and fouled on the floor, says the official. And I think that's the appropriate call. Shackleton caught her before she was able to get the shot off.
But Piscatelli's doing it on both ends, fighting for that long rebound on one end, hitting shots down on the other, and that's what you want to see, especially out of a freshman right now.
Off the kick out, we're going to get a travel. Molly Castellanos tried to go just a bit too quick right there.
Quick little shuffle of the feet. Raiders back with possession, down 4.
Nearly got a tie up there. And after Jones created that turnover, back at the other end, they try to squeeze it inside. And it's picked off, so back-to-back giveaways by both offenses. Step back 3, not even close from Ruffin. And it's out of bounds, back over to Hathaway Brown.
Yeah, that was too rushed of a shot right there. You might want to just pull it back out, get a couple extra passes going on before even thinking about attempting a shot. But, you know, looking for that spark early on.
Ruffin shooting just 21% from the floor this season, but you can tell already she's not shy. She's a freshman that comes in, provides a lot of energy. Just needs to put it all together. It's a little bit higher shooting percentage from the field. Back iron, bounces a couple of times off the shot from Jones. It's one and done, cleared by Shackleton. And she's going to get fouled off the pressure from Bullock. It's going to be the first team foul against the Blazers, who have a 4-point cushion here. 2:15 to go, first quarter. Girls Division I sectional semifinals from Ursuline College.
We're going to get a moving screen.
That's going to go against Jaslyn Robinson. And Shaker gets Kyla Crawford in off the bench. One of the few upperclassmen actually out on the floor right now. She's a junior. There's the sophomore Clark.
And this 1-2-2 causing problems for Hathaway right now.
Bridget Kennedy stepped out of bounds. So a chance for the Blazers to cut further into this deficit as Ruffin uses the screen. Quick trigger and airballed another one right into the hands of Clark. Back the other way, dime on the money. Tough shot though for Jumani Jones, who's battling for it inside, and she's got the putback.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 chances for her, and she gets, well, I guess the third time's the charm there, Brian. Couple offensive rebounds put back and extended the lead.
First point of the game for Jones. Bad giveaway. And look at the speed of the Blazers right down Main Street. Nobody stopped Castellanos. And one more time, Jones with the putback. So we've got some footwear, not on feet, out there in the middle of the lane. Ruffin lost her left sneaker and just slides it back on.
Yeah, who needs shoestrings?
It doesn't look like she has laces on those shoes.
I like the way that Hathaway Brown runs the floor as well. Turnovers off of defensive rebounds, they get out ahead of the defense.
Favorite banks it in there from the foul line. So the freshman showing off some range as we're under 60 seconds to go. Kennedy switches sides now to Bullock. Lost her footing, but still able to kick it out to Piscatelli. And the offensive rebounds adding up here for Hathaway Brown and leading to more second chance points as they have blown things open. 8-point cushion now for the Blazers.
7 points for Piscatelli already.
And she's got the interception, pushing it ahead. Bullock, jump stop. Missed it too strong with the shot attempts, and the rebound by Cece, who got fouled on the pass attempt.
So the Raiders will have one chance at the last shot here as Head coach Micah Parker, the assistant, filling in tonight, calling out the play, saying he wants the last shot here. Down 8.
Blazers making some quick substitutions here. Little offensive defensive switch. Anna Ha, freshman out there. She's going to be at the top of this 1-3-1 zone look.
Jackson setting it up here with 5 seconds left. Deep 3.
Well short from Perrin. Rebound by Castellanos. Unloads one at the horn, and that will take us to the end of one with the Blazers on top, 15-7. No paywall. Second quarter action will begin with Shaker Heights with the rock. They're trailing 15-7. Hathaway Brown on top of them here at the Division I girls sectional semifinals at Ursuline College. My name is Brian Skowronski, joined by Travis Berardi tonight. And nice start by the Blazers as they've got a good-looking lead here. And there was Shackleton with a long 3 attempt. Red Raiders have not shot it well so far.
3 of 13 from the field thus far. They only shot 25% in the first quarter.
Clark off to the attack, gives it up. Piscatelli, the step through, rolled off the front of the rim. And Gia's going to get called for the loose ball foul. Reach in, but you saw it just opened wide open for her.
Yeah, and once again, it's just nobody from Shakers getting into the lane off that 1-2-2. If you're on the block or you're on the elbows, if somebody starts driving, you have to get to the middle of the paint to stop that. Make her kick it out, then get back to your set position.
Traveling violation, Jayla Perrin.
Seventh Shaker Heights turnover. So we approach a minute gone by here in the second.
Castellanos being pressured by Kyla Crawford. Now they bring it out back up top. Blazers working that left side off the drive. Too hard off glass from Lucy Castellanos. And here comes Shackleton. Pushing again. Moving to the opposite side. Jackson off the drive. Gets this one to fall.
Her 5th point. 6-point game.
About halfway to her season average of 11.
They need a walk. A couple times they've done this where they ball fake, but they shuffle their feet at the same time. You can't do that.
Another look there at the latest bucket from Jackson.
Oh, and we got another unforced travel right back. So that full court press by the Blazers just making Shaker Heights overthink and creates those unforced errors.
And you halfway expected that, Travis, the fact that they have not been able to practice or play games here in the last couple of weeks. You know, just 6 total contests under their belt heading into tonight. Quarantined 3 times. So for Shaker, this is a tough spot to come out, tournament play against your cross-city rivals, as Jaslyn Robinson, though, picks the pocket. And fouled back the other way. She got deep down into the lane.
And I think she lost the handle behind. She lost the ball behind her back, got deflected out, and then kind of got bailed out on the shot attempt. They're going to call it on the floor, actually. 4 team fouls for each side.
Perrin off the fake. Takes it in the lane, and she's going to be ripped. Kennedy coming back the other way. 3-on-2 for
nice
Hathaway
pass.
Brown. Beautiful. Piscatelli off the square.
That's exactly what you need to do in transition. You have one at the top of the key, 2 wings. Take it to the hole. Whoever comes after you, dish it off to the open person.
Bridget Kennedy got another piece of that one. Sets up the jump shot for Jermani Jones, and is the biggest lead of the night now for Hathaway Brown. Double digits, looking to add to it.
And they got the steal.
The senior with the pass off the glass. Piscatelli puts it home.
She's already in double figures with 11. Jones down there with 6. So the freshman and sophomore really putting up numbers, and Jones nearly gets the steal. But Coach Stewart really loving what his team is putting up right now. Playing a little 2-bounce, 31. Got the bounce off the backboard, put it back, send you back to 0.
It's a
11.
Nice hang time there for the freshman as well.
We usually play 21. If you're past 11, that puts you back to 11. If you're below that, back to 0.
Well, you got to do a one-handed tip where I'm from, Travis.
You Colorado folk always got to change things up, don't you?
One and done. The rebound and a travel, though, for Carolyn Yang. As one more time, see, that's a two-handed. That would bring you down 2 points in the game that I'm accustomed to.
I gotcha. Yeah, for us, you know, back in the city of Benwood, West Virginia, what you do is you get the tip off the glass or off the rim, and you put it back in. Takes you back to 0.
Jackson backs it out, being guarded by Castellanos. Now drive, splits a double team. Offensive rebound for Favret. Now scuffled down on the floor. Robinson ties up Lucy, who went down. Snatch it up.
That'll be a turnover on the possession arrow. So the Blazers up 12 as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. Looking to add on to their largest lead of the night.
And we're going to get another jump ball.
So Shaker Heights will get it right back.
Like to thank all of you watching out there on our Facebook and YouTube streams, and let you know that you can drop us a line. Let me know in the comments section, where are you watching from? Who are you cheering for? And we just might feature your comment on tonight's Fan Zone. So who you cheering on tonight?
We're going to get
let us know.
A foul. So there's 3 Castellanos playing here tonight for Hathaway Brown. Are the 3 of them Castellani? Is that the plural?
Castellan.
You have 3 Castellanos, so are they Castellani?
Have to search Webster's dictionary to get verification on the exact terminology for that, but it can't be Castellanos. I just don't like how that rolls.
See, we here at the OH Report ask the hard questions. Both of those free throws missed, so it remains a 12-point game.
Nice setup, but that shot short from Jones. Rebound, boarded by Jackson. Down to the corner, Ruffin. Looking for some options, has to come back up top to Shackleton, who moves it. Perrin, pull-up jumper. Well defended there by Jones. And then Gia got a piece of that one, smacked it out of play. And I see that we got a Gia fan in the comments section. So I'd love to hear from all the other fans out there. Parents, grandparents, other students.
Let us know where you're watching from as well.
That's our first time being up here to Ursuline College to check out Hathaway Brown this season, where they normally do not play, have their own gym, but due to the COVID restrictions up here in the Cleveland area, thought that it would be better suited for them to come play here at Ursuline College where they can get more fans in the stands, as that one goes through the bottom. Pretty play and footwork from Castellanos.
Give her 4 points. It's a 14-point lead. And once again, just getting back in transition, getting the open looks.
Way too strong from Jayla Perrin. And here come the Blazers, looking to add to their lead.
Ooh.
Gia gets fouled.
She went through her legs there as she was moving.
Yeah, she burned Robinson on that one. And more Gia fans popping up in the comment section. And can see why she's got a lot of fanfare out there. Really talented ninth grader. Just expects her to get better and better with more opportunities in real competition, as Maggie Castellanos, one of the Castellani, comes up short there. And back the other way. Pretty play from Cameron Ruffin, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, she fought her way through the double team, puts it up, gets the bucket, and breaks the long scoring drought.
So we're down 2:20 to go. 3 ball off the mark.
What an effort.
Castellanos had it spit out, but she's got friends in low places and one opportunity on the way. Castellanos with a miss, Castellanos with a follow.
Castellanos everywhere.
Hard to stop this many of them all at one time. So Maggie can't cap off the old-fashioned three-point play. Last touch by Tegan Clark, and it's going to be Red Raider basketball.
Hathaway out-rebounding Shaker by 10 already.
Well, you can tell that this Hathaway Brown team has been in action here. I mean, they've had 3 games since January the 28th, so they're at least getting out onto the floor.
That's a nice give and go, and that's what you have to do to beat the 1-3-1 right there. Quick passes and taking it to the middle of the court.
Castellano.
Oh, boy.
But the offensive rebound. 2 putbacks there by Celia Bullock. Neither found their mark. So Shaker Heights with the rock and a chance to cut into the deficit, step it into a deep 3, and unfortunately for them, we've just seen too much of that. Tasha Jackson with the air ball from the land of 3.
Yeah, they're just rushing it right now. They see their deficit at 12. They start rushing, thinking, they just got to hit one. They just got to hit one, and I think they're just rushing it just a little too quick. Like I said earlier, get a couple extra passes, try to get more of an open look instead of 5 feet behind the three-point line, just trying to start something.
Blazers move it, try to get it down on the block, tip back to Lucy, and up over the top of the defense, Katie Fritz getting in on the action. One of the few seniors actually seeing some big minutes tonight.
Sometimes all you need is a little lucky break there. You got a lucky tip, pass to the wide open shot.
Off the drive, traveling violation against Hillary Shackleton. So there's a nice lob inside, and Ruffin kind of just allowed that to happen, didn't apply any type of pressure. Too easy for Fritz that time. We'll see if they do the same thing. She certainly has the size advantage down low. Couple inches taller than Milani Walker, who's inside. That's why she's got the offensive board, but smacked away by Jackson. Here comes Tasha with 30 seconds to go here, first half. Shackleton's gonna drive. Tough left-handed shot, but she's able to stick it home.
And once again, back down to 12. Sleep, get a quick stop, maybe a bucket, cut this to 10, maybe 9.
Instead,
but Piscatelli's going to say no.
Deep three from Gia Piscatelli.
They got to put it up.
Shackleton off target at the horn, and that's going to take us to the end of the first half with the Blazers doubling up the Raiders right now, 30-15. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back, break down some halftime stats, give you a little analysis, get you ready for quarter number 3. Keep it here live and free. Girls High School Hoops will return from Pepper Pike after this.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
It's halftime here at Ursuline College, where after 2 quarters of play, we've got the Blazers on top 30-15. And here's the numbers to show you how we got to this point. And much better shooting for Hathaway Brown than their opponent from Shaker Heights. And the rebounding disparity, too, also starting to add up here for the Blazers. They have really been cleaning up on the glass.
Yeah, and Hathaway Brown also on the offensive glass. They have 9 of their 21 rebounds right there, and that really blows out that rebounding percentage for them because Shaker Heights is one and done on their end. They're also turning the ball over just a little bit more, but what's really hurting Shaker Heights right now is their looks from 3. They've only had 2 or 3 actually good looks. The other ones are step backs, rush shots that turn one and dones, a couple air balls that go out of bounds, and that's what's really hurt them. They've kept it to about 12 points. If on a couple of those possessions they would have worked the ball around, like I said in the first half, worked around, get the open look, this could be a 5-6 point game right now.
And certainly Hathaway Brown has had the better looks on offense. We've seen on a few different occasions where the lane's just wide open for drivers like Gia Piscatelli, who's having a great performance so far in double figures. 14 points already for the freshman. That's above her season average. And you can just kind of tell here through the first couple of quarters that the Blazers, they've been on the floor. They've actually been getting in some consistent practice time the last couple of weeks, whereas Shaker Heights, I mean, this is their first time getting together as a team for the first time in a couple weeks.
You can see they're a step behind right now. They're not as quick out to the ball. They're trying to get their feet underneath of them right now. Hopefully after a half of basketball they've finally gotten, offensively they were getting somewhat better looks towards the end of the half. They were getting some buckets. They were taking it to the hole and getting scores. If they can continue to do that, they can get a couple stops to start the second half, really turn the momentum. They're back in this game. I mean, this is Division I basketball. On the girls' side, anything can happen if you can just get on a run, and that's what Hathaway Brown did in the first half.
Blazers right now with a 15-point cushion. We will see if they can hang on for the victory here in the second half as both teams now back out on the floor. We'll take one more timeout. We'll be back. We'll have second half action and then dive in to everybody's favorite part of the program. That's right, Fan Zone is on the way here from Ursuline College.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
back at Ursuline College for girls sectional semifinal action tonight. Hathaway Brown doubling up Shaker Heights right now at this point, 30-15. Brian Skowronski, Travis Berardi with you here on the call.
Yeah, and one of the stats that really pops out to me, it's Shaker Heights 15, Gia Piscatelli 14. She's been doing it on both sides of the court as well. She's gotten out ahead of the defense, taking it in for a couple layups. She can also shoot from beyond the arc. She's hit both of the team's threes this evening, and really just putting the team on her back when she needs to. However, you know, playing Jermani Jones, a couple buckets off the bench too, and you know, Hathaway Brown with a comfortable lead here.
And even though she's just a freshman, it seems like Gia kind of like the energy leader too out on the floor. Here she is off the bounce, setting up a nice triple look here. It's going to go back iron off the mark though, and it's rebounded by Shaker Heights. Here come the Raiders. And Ruffin getting the start here to kick off the second half after coming off the bench earlier in the game.
Hathaway Brown now into 2-3 zone, and they force the turnover. Uncle Jim watching Gia down from West Palm Beach, one of the few places where it's over 50 degrees right now. I think it's 85 down there. I'm very jealous of you, Jim, but thanks for watching.
Piscatelli going right at Walker. Now kicks it out, and here's the senior with a jump shot, but Kennedy comes up short. But a careless turnover, and then Piscatelli backside. Now outscoring the Raiders all by herself. Great step through, nice Euro step by Perrin. Missed the shot though, but it stepped out of bounds by Hathaway Brown.
Yeah, and you know, it just caught Shaker Heights asleep after the turnover. Gia finding the open spot, easy layup. She's now with 16.
Jump shot hit like the back of the backboard there from Perrin. Thought might have got tipped.
Shaker now into the 2-2-1 full court press.
Lucy Castellano somehow faked out everybody.
Well, I think actually some miscommunication because there was a couple players going full court press from Shaker.
Jackson looked like she was going to have it stripped away. Now comes back up top to Walker. And that one halfway home for Cece Favret, but it rims out. So here comes Clark. Kennedy turns, goes down the lane and had it swatted. What a play there by the freshman Favret. Check out this defense. Wow.
And you're seeing a little bit more life out of Shaker Heights coming here out of the second half. And that's what you need from them. Now you just need to start hitting some shots.
Got to take care of the basketball first and just get into the offensive end. They will. And the offensive rebound by Favret is going to put her at the line. Cece averages 10 rebounds per game as a freshman. You see she's got great size, 6'2". Doing some good things in the lane right now. Celia Bullock checking in. Jermani Jones going to take a seat. And Cece misses them both, but Jackson with the offensive board. Strong move in the paint. And she's going to head to the free throw line. I don't think we've had a made free throw yet tonight.
We have not. 3 missed by Hathaway Brown, 4 missed by Shaker Heights, but Jackson will have a chance here to finally break that streak.
So here's Tasha splashing one, the senior 5'10" guard, leading scorer for the Lady Raiders. And Conley goes 2 for 2.
So right now for Shaker, 6 minutes left in the third, plenty of time, but you just have to keep getting stops, get a bucket here or there, try and get it under 10 by the end of the third.
Nice feed, and Bridget Kennedy goes high off the square. Stretches the lead back out to 17.
First buckets for the senior tonight.
Fravelin's gonna try one, and tough angle.
Get that ATM receipt because she just went to the bank, Brian.
Let's check it out again. Lined it up. Perfect off that top corner of the square.
Hey, it's what it's there for. Use it every once in a while.
Castellanos off the kick out. Nice hesitation, pull-up jumper, back iron. Rebounded by Kennedy. Got her shot blocked, and then tried to volleyball it back to her teammate, but had a shoelace out of bounds.
12th turnover for Hathaway Brown tonight. .15 lead for the Blazers.
And Shaker gives it right back. 15 giveaways now for the Red Raiders.
And I think half of them have been unforced errors.
So it's going to be Blazer basketball. Piscatelli handling point guard duties now. Castellanos, nice left-handed drive, got all the way to the 10.
Speed kills Brian. Hathaway Brown just taking it to that next level when they have the ball. There's an offensive foul.
Ooh, that's going to go against Jayla Perrin, who had something to say too. Got right into the face of Tegan Clark. And so she's going to get taken out.
That's her 4th foul.
Melanie Walker, the sub for her. Piscatelli showing off some nice handles. Off the screen, left-handed drive, poked away there from Bullock. Off the kick out, Gia misses the 3 ball. And here comes Jackson. Jackson fouled on the drive. Grabbing for her left eyeball. Might have got caught there by Celia Bullock, who picked up the personal.
That'll be Bullock's 2nd. Only a 3rd team foul.
So we've got 4:28 to go here. This is Brandon Stewart, Blazer bench. Enjoying what they've seen so far tonight as Hathaway Brown checking into tonight's contest. Losers of their last 4. As Favret got her shot blocked. And now Gia nearly gave it away. Ruffin got in between her and Bridget Kennedy was the intended target. Said it's going to be Blazer ball underneath their own hoop.
Winner of this one will head to 14th seeded Avon Lake on Saturday at 1 o'clock. The winner of that game will take on top seeded Olmsted Falls next Tuesday at 7 o'clock at Olmsted Falls.
Lucy Castellanos lines one up and knocks it down. Big time 3, biggest lead of the night for Hathaway Brown.
I don't think that touched anything as it went through. It was such a sweet shot, it looked like it was an air ball because it just perfectly went through the net. Those are the shots as a coach that you love right there. Wide open look, able to set yourself up, and then the sweet finish.
So a big swish off the 3-pointer makes it a 20-point margin now for the Blazers. As we take one more look, that's just called pure water right there. Splashing home. And what type of answer can Shaker Heights cook up as this one's starting to get away from them? Still 12 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in this contest, but they just haven't had much in terms of momentum go their way yet tonight, Travis.
Yeah, and the play of Piscatelli, Castellanos, and Jones, 31 of 39 points. And that's what I was saying. You want that those starting five to get about 45 points per game. You're going to be in a good position, and they've done just that tonight.
Blazers average just a shade under 54 points per contest. As athletic catch there by Walker keeps the possession alive. Now here she is off the drive, splits a double team all the way to the rim, missed it. Tip out, and how about this hustle? Milani Walker all over the place right now for Shaker Heights.
And you know what, this Shaker Heights team, they look like they're a fun team to watch. They just, like we've said, they need just a couple extra games under their belt because of COVID.
Definitely got a couple of girls that can shake and bake on the perimeter. Lucy Castellanos just drilled one from outside.
They're going to say hit the wire, though.
Oh, man. Thought she got the shooter's touch. Let's see.
And it did hit that wire and bounce down.
Great shot by our camera girl, Jody, to see that one go through the rim. So now the pressure breaking by Shaker. Here comes Shackleton. Overshot everything into the hands of Bullock, who I thought she got fouled there by Kyla Crawford. But here come the Blazers. Clark off the kick out. Long deuce, and it's good for number deuce, Molly Castellanos.
All the Castellani on the board tonight.
So Lucy, Molly, and Maggie all filling it up. Crawford getting fouled. And that's just good basketball, finding the open shooter. And the freshman steps up. See the finger spread, knocked it down.
And on the other side, I like Shaker Heights' game plan in the second half. They've been taking it to the hole, a lot better shot selection. It's just not falling for them tonight. But that free throw does for Crawford. And that's her first points of the evening.
That one rims off about 15 times, then into the hands of Walker.
Down 21, if you want any chance of coming back, you're going to have to get to the line more. You're going to have to get those points with the clock stopped.
It's definitely best case scenario for them, though. They have not done well at the charity stripe so far through 2.5 quarters. And that streak will continue here as the sophomore clangs it off the backboard. So Maggie Castellanos is in. Tegan Clark heading over to the bench. And I believe we have all three Castellani out on the floor at the same time. This should be fun. As Bullock pushes the pace. Here's Castellani, number 22, and one opportunity. The freshman taking the contact and getting it to go. Nice long strides, Travis, and using that glass to her advantage. Good stuff right there from Molly.
And she kept the ball on her right side, shielded off the defense with the left, forced that contact and got the bucket and won.
5 points now for Molly. As Ruffin finds a little bit of space, came up short though. Offensive board by Crawford. Off the kick out, here's Walker, had to pick up her dribble. Tough catch in traffic. Using her body well was Jackson, but she misses the shot. So a couple opportunities, but coming up empty is Shaker Heights, and now Hathaway Brown got numbers. Molly trying to do it to him again.
Oh, wow.
Flexing on him as just strong play in the paint. No one can slow her down. Jackson, though, with the answer about 5 seconds later at the other end.
She now leads the team with 9 points.
Looking to post up Molly. Turns over her left shoulder. Walker evidently got a piece of it. Now here comes Jackson, pushing it ahead for Crawford. And she's going to get fouled by the trailing Bullock. Gonna send her to the line. Big 24-point cushion here for Hathaway Brown. And for the Raiders, who only score 41 points per game, it's not looking very good. Director points out that even though the free throw shooting wasn't great for Crawford there, her kick game is strong.
Those are some nice shoes.
Misses both free throws, though, so it doesn't help her on the free throw line. But, like my mom always said, looking good is what's number one, playing good is secondary. So Kyla got that down.
So that's why your scoring average was so low.
I did other things well, Travis.
As did I, my friend, as did I. Nice pass.
Good looking cut too. Crawford had it poked away. Last touch though by the Blazers. Ruffin to inbound. Now Jackson back to the corner. Posting up his Walker. The kick out, the shot, and it's off target for Crawford. Lucy Castellanos dishing it off to Molly, and Castellano times two. Hooking up right there.
To Castellanos. You get a hand check.
Yeah, on the floor, Shackleton. Castellan, yes. Some more like it. This can't be stopped. What's harder to stop than one Castellanos?
Two Castellanos.
What do you do when there's three on the floor? Good luck.
What one would not know?
Well, the Red Raiders are finding out right now. No easy task. Rebound to Maggie.
Shaker is in the bonus. That was the 1-and-1 to start.
Lucy with the pass, set up for Anna Ha. Came up short with the shot attempt. Ruffin with the board, pushes it ahead for Walker. Nice footwork. She's into near double digits, right? Oh, not quite. First bucket for Milani.
Jackson's the one almost in double digits. But I like what just a little stutter, slows things down, puts on the brakes, lets the defense go by her. Easy layup. And now a turnover by Hathaway. Gives Shaker another chance before the buzzer.
Well defended, though, by Maggie Castellanos, who had it poked away. The shot gonna beat the third quarter horn, knocked down by Hillary Shackleton. So that'll take us to the end of three. Still a big lead for the Blazers, though, at 48-26. You're watching live and free high school hoops exclusively on the OH Report.
No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Ursuline College for tonight's sectional semifinal action, where the home team, Hathaway Brown, right now all over the Red Raiders, but they got a little bit of momentum courtesy of that lady right there, Shackleton, who knocked down a J just before the end of the third quarter. I'm Brian Skowronski, joined by Travis Berardi tonight. Fun Division I girls basketball game going down so far, but the Blazers certainly have been the better team so far, as that one comes up short from Kennedy. Second opportunity, no good either for Hathaway Brown, who fouls Naria Jones there. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up.
I just noticed the Castellanos sisters. Wonder if they're related to Nick Castellanos, Cincinnati Red. And Detroit Tigers, same last name, same spelling of the last name as well. If somebody out there wants to let us know that, we'll give you a shout out.
I'm going to guess no. I think it's a long shot, but I don't know.
Well, I did a girls' game earlier where there was a Roethlisberger. However, it was a wrong spelling of the Roethlisberger name.
Can't be too many Roethlisbergers out there.
Well, in the Findlay area.
Big block shot for Tegan Clark. She sends it ahead for Gia Piscatelli. Threads the needle inside. Here's Kennedy. Too strong. Offensive board and another miss from Jones. And now Gia hits the deck. Gives the ball back over to the Red Raiders, but love the hustle.
Yeah, a lot going on there in those two segments. Couple turnovers. And Hathaway unable to score underneath after a couple offensive rebounds.
Get a timeout taken by the Lady Raiders. Trailing by 22. And there is acting head coach Micah Parker talking things over with his squad, who are 3-1 in their last 4 games. Just unfortunately for them, they're fresh out of quarantine. Very limited time around each other over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's just tough. I know some teams started off on COVID at the beginning of the season, but that allowed them to still get some games in. The tough part is when you have teams come out at the end of the year like this. Some teams that really have potential too. Sitting out for 2 weeks, you'll have good teams, but just not being out there playing, it really, takes it out of you.
It's so detrimental. And how many coaches have we talked to this season that have gone through the exact same thing where, hey, it sucks that we lost this game just coming back. However, no practice time. What do you expect us to do? Our kids aren't really in game shape right now. It takes a couple of weeks to get that back. So the unfortunate, ebbs and flows that COVID has brought on every team so far, and Hathaway Brown too, has only played 13 games this year. Though it appears tonight they're going to end a 4-game drought. As here's Lucy Castellanos with the theft. The kick out. Gia, nice hesitation. Call for the travel.
And quickly I've been answered to my question about the Castellanos. They are not. Sadly, they are not. Joanne Plunkett, thank you for clearing that up.
Well, I know that he plays for the Reds, but is Nick Castellanos from Ohio?
I do not know.
I know that Lucy is. Couldn't handle that one. And so it's out of bounds. It's going to be another Blazer turnover. Number 19 now for Hathaway. Been a lot of giveaways, Travis. Almost 40 combined for these two teams. That's a good look right there. Rushing the shot, though, was Charlotte Smyers. So it's going to lead to a breakaway. Lucy to the 10. Gets bumped by Naria Jones, and she'll have a couple shots coming up her way from the charity stripe.
Just take it strong to the hoop. Get the defender on your back, and more likely than not, you're going to go to the line.
Saw Naria Jones didn't really feel like she fouled, and looked like Lucy was kind of anticipating the contact there.
And you know what? Sometimes defenders going to be, well, I didn't slap at her or anything. It's the body as well. You got to keep the body off. That little, bump of the stomach off the thigh or whatever, they're going to call that as well.
Castellanos looking for her 10th point. Comes up short, though. That would have been right on her season average as Walker comes away with the board. And both of her passes get tipped, so the hands in the passing lane have been there all night for the Blazers.
Yeah, just creating havoc defensively. It doesn't take that much. Just get a hand in the face, get your arms out, get them in the passing lane. And they'll cause a turnover right there.
Both teams now with 19 giveaways.
And the Blazers, need to work on that for their next game on Saturday against Avon Lake for a sectional championship.
Nice look inside. Jones used her big frame to get down low. Airmailed it on the shot, though. Favret lets it fly. Rebound to Kennedy, looking to push. Lucy out to the perimeter. This three ball comes up short from Clark. Now Shaker Heights in the transition game. Just too easy right there. Perrin all the way to the rim.
Her first points of the night, 46-28. And they get a turnover.
Castellanos lost the handle, scooped up by Chandler. See if she can make it back-to-back buckets for Perrin. The scoop shot, though, just a bit shy of finding its way through. As we're under 5 minutes to go. Hathaway Brown in total control, 20-point cushion.
It's something you haven't seen much in the second half. They slow it down and still get the bucket.
Gia Piscatelli hasn't had to score much here in the second half. She leads all scorers with 18, only 4 of those, though, coming after the second quarter, as that's turnover number 20 now for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, you don't like to see 20 turnovers by either team, but they've just canceled each other out tonight.
And apologies for, we've had like a ghost game clock tonight. I've not ever seen this before. It comes and goes, it's there, and then it's not, and then pops up, oh, here I am, then all of a sudden it's gone. So
nice pass inside.
And Bridget Kennedy able to finish it off.
That's there goes the clock again. But that's Hathaway Brown just lulling Shaker Heights to sleep, dribbling out top, get the open person sneaking behind the defense, chuck it right into her for the easy shot.
Her would be Bridget Kennedy. She's now got 4 points on the night as the senior captain, presumably checking out for the final 4 minutes and change, as her team well in control here. And Perrin's free throw coming up short. Rebounded to Clark, who had it tipped out of bounds, but it'll be Blazer ball. And now I can't take my eyes off the ghost clock. It's crazy. Where does it go?
Technology, Brian.
All right, let's get back to game action past the midway point here of the fourth quarter. And here's one of the many Castellanoses out there missing on that jumper. Leading to Perrin in transition. She's got the step through down, but Clark looked like got a piece of it, so numbers back the other way. Here's Jones off the hesitation. And off the patience, she gets the bucket.
Give her 8 points. 18 points, 9, 8, and 9.
That shot rush there by Perrin off the back iron. Numbers coming back the other way. It's going to be a 4-on-3. Here's Lucy.
Oh, that extra pass. Perfection. Jones into double digits.
Back-to-back buckets now for Germani, who averages right around a double-double every game, 9 points, 8.5 rebounds every time she takes the floor. And I liked her attitude. Had a chance to talk to her and a couple of the teammates before the game, and we just said, you know, what was the expectations with so many young girls? And she was like, big things, always, every year. And here she is doing big things, back-to-back buckets now for Germani Jones.
And such a balanced scoring attack tonight by Hathaway Brown. 18 by Piscatelli, Jones with 12, Lucy Castellanos with 9, Molly Castellanos with 9.
And that's been their story all season. Normally, Tegan Clark in that mix as a double-figure scorer, along with those other girls you just mentioned, plus Bridget Kennedy over 6 points per contest. So there's quite a bit of talent out there, though young talent for Hathaway Brown. So, you know, this will be exciting for them to get a couple more games under their belt, certainly here in the tournament, but the future very bright here for these Blazers.
Yeah, and you get a balanced attack like that, you limit the turnovers in the next couple of rounds, and you might be competing for a district final spot because, you know, they're going to get that sectional final against Avon Lake, the 14 seed, so a 16-14 matchup there. And then the winner of that will take on the top seed out of 35 teams in the Northeast District in Olmsted Falls. If you can get a balanced effort, you can keep the turnovers to maybe under 10, they're going to have a chance to at least compete with the top squad in the Northeast District.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how Hathaway Brown competes against Avon Lake and if they will get a shot at the top seed moving forward with a win in a sectional championship.
And, you know, that would be Olmsted Falls will be on a break. You'll have a Hathaway Brown team that you get through here. They can get past the next one. They'll have a 2-game win streak in the tournament going into there, too. So momentum-wise, you'd think it would be on Hathaway Brown's side.
So Jayla Perrin able to connect on the first free throw attempt. She's got one more, and she is going to split the pair. Rebounded by Yang. Who's looking to become a point forward.
Yeah, she was smiling as she was taking that up. I don't think she gets many chances to bring the ball up the court like that.
Yeah, Carolyn definitely having a good time out there. As Ha hands it off, here comes Bullock. Bullet pass from the corner, Maggie Castellanos. Offensive board. And another opportunity. Foul on the floor.
So on the rebound attempt by Fritz, she got bumped. Be the 5th foul by Shaker Heights. Hathaway Brown ball.
Off the kick out, this one back ironed from Katie Fritz. Now Walker on the run, chooses to pull it out. Sets up Charlotte Smyers, who swings it, and that shot comes up well short from Zaria Thomas. Now Bullock gonna slow things down.
Substitution timeout.
So Coach Brandon Stewart subbing in Molly Castellanos. He had to pick up her dribble. Finds Chandler on the foul line, and she misfires. Just over a minute to go here, and Hathaway Brown looking to end their 4-game skid. Adding to their lead, too, with Fritz knocking down an open jumper. I believe this the biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, and some selfless passing here last few minutes by Hathaway Brown. Getting that extra pass, the higher percentage shot.
3 ball back at the other end from Charlotte Smyers as the 5'6" freshman gets into the scoring column. Castellanos to the bucket.
That went everywhere but down.
And now Walker's going to get fouled by Yang. Here's one more look at the open triple.
Nothing but net. Give the freshman a tournament bucket.
Fritz was just a little late getting out to that one. Walker misses the free throw. Milani's got one more. Gonna bank it in.
So now Hathaway Brown just has to get it across the timeline. They can finish things off if they want to, or they'll push it.
Oh, I think Anna Haas got some other decisions. Setting it up for the senior, Katie Fritz.
Yeah, why not? Get the senior a couple more points. She now has 6 off the bench.
Deep three uncorked by Walker, and that's going to do it, folks. The Blazers moving on to the sectional championship game, 62-33 winners over their cross-city rivals in the Red Raiders. We'll step away. We will be back with some post-game stats and analysis, as well as an interview with our player of the game, freshman Gia Piscatelli. So keep it here. We'll be right back. Post-game coverage will return on the OH Report.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
We are now back with our player of the game, Gia Piscatelli, the 9th grader for Hathaway Brown, who filled it up game high 18 points tonight. And let's start there. Talk to me about being the leading scorer as a freshman on a Division I team, and what do you feel like you bring to the table for these Lady Blazers?
I just take my shots when I'm open, and I try to facilitate the ball, take advantage on defense, just try and get everyone to score.
You're definitely high energy, and then you also have great handles. How much fun was it to be part of this game and end that little losing streak that you guys had?
Yeah, it was really nice to end that. I think we lost like 4 games in a row, but it was good to come back from that, and we really proved ourselves. That's what we tried. That's what we came into this game trying to do, just prove that we could make up for it.
And now that you girls have getting a little bit more momentum going in your favor, just in terms of actually being able to practice with one another and getting into the games, how confident are you in your tournament run, being able to get beyond Avon Lake as you move forward now?
I think we can make a really nice run. I mean, in the past, this team hasn't been able to do as much as they'd like, but this year we have some new people, some new coaches, and I think we can make it pretty far.
And talking about tonight's game, You turned them over 20 times and played some really nice defense. I feel like you girls are very active with your hands. How much do you take pride in having your defense kind of set up your offense?
That's our main goal. That's what Coach always says, that defense leads to offense. We score the best in transition. We struggle a little bit in the half court, so we try and take advantage of that.
We do a little something called Fan Zone, where we allow people to comment, and then we bring up some of the comments from Facebook and YouTube. And there was a lot of fanfare for you out there. Why do you feel like you are one of the fan favorites here for Hathaway Brown?
I feel like it comes a lot from my teammates, my family is really supportive, and my friends, and they just tune in and watch.
All right, so our player of the game, Gia Piscatelli. Big monster performance tonight, 18 points, leading the way in a 62-33 victory. Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck to you moving forward.
Thank you.
All right, we'll step away one more time. We'll be right back. Final stats on the way from Ursuline College. Big win here tonight, 62-33 for Hathaway Brown over Shaker Heights, as the Blazers are moving on to the Division I Sectional Championship game. Here are the final stats of the night, and you see quality shooting here for Hathaway Brown. Shaker Heights really struggling from the floor, and then the rebounding differential, Travis. It's hard not to look at that and understand how Hathaway Brown was able to create such separation between themselves and the Red Raiders.
Yeah, once again on the offensive end, 13 offensive rebounds for Hathaway Brown really helped that rebounding advantage. 29 defensive for your 42. Shaker Heights, you know, just one and done for most of the time. They did finish with 9 offensive rebounds, a couple of putbacks late, but it was out of hand by then. 48%, so they stay at 48% for the whole game. That's a pretty darn good shooting percentage, especially in the tournament. Only hit 1 3. You know, if you can hit a couple more threes against a team maybe like Olmsted Falls with a 48% shooting percentage, you're going to be right with them. On the other end, you know, Shaker Heights, they get a 3 right at the end of the game, but couldn't really hit anything from beyond the arc, and they couldn't hit anything inside as well. It was just a tough night shooting for them. They had a few layups, too, that they could have hit, but just, bounced right out. Free throw shooting not good by either side. Shaker Heights 5 of 18, Hathaway Brown 1 of 6. Turnovers both 20 to 20. Hathaway Brown really got to cut those down if you want to continue here in the tournament on the the path to Dayton. And then fouls, Shaker Heights 18, Hathaway Brown with 12.
Blazers shoot 37% from the field for the season, so this a nice tick up for them, and it's their first victory since January the 23rd. So I gotta imagine it just feels nice to finally get those winning vibes back and going after back-to-back losses against their arch rival Gilmore Academy. One of those coming in overtime, and then Walsh Jesuit put it on them pretty good. But this is a team that's been pretty darn solid on their home surface here at Ursuline College this season. 6-2 overall, Trav. So they're going to have to go on the road the rest of the way. Avon Lake is the next challenge. But I do like what we saw from this team, and in particular, Gia Piscatelli. I mean, she's a handful up top. Tough guard for anybody.
Yeah, she has the speed. She has the ability to, take it off the dribble. She can go through the legs. She can break your ankles if she needs to. But then she can dish it off. She can hit she's a complete player, and she's only a freshman. So, for Coach Stewart, he's got to be grinning because he has 3 sophomores and a freshman on his starting lineup, where he had a freshman score 18, he had a sophomore score 9, and another sophomore score 12. And then Tegan Clark, she only scores 2 points, but you didn't need her tonight.
That's right.
One of these opportunities where if you don't get a top scorer to score, you can still have somebody else fill in, and that person tonight was Molly Castellano, so she comes off the bench and gets 9 points.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting team for the next couple of seasons, and we were supposed to be with them throughout the entire second half, but just due to some COVID circumstances and some other things, we finally got our first taste of Hathaway Brown basketball here tonight, and I think it was a pretty solid one, as they, a 62-33 winner, will advance to take on Avon Lake. And not out of the realm of possibilities that they could get a win there.
It's a winnable game. It's a 14-16 matchup. Avon Lake's, I believe, played a few more games. So, like I said before, Hathaway Brown, if they had a full season, I think they'd be seated higher. I think they'd get a couple more wins. And this is one of those underappreciated, underrated teams right now that has a chance of making it to a district semifinal. They got a solid shot, a 16-14 matchup to play for a sectional championship on Saturday afternoon.
And you see they got some versatile players like Bridget Kennedy doing some things. Almost flipped that in with her feet. So impressive stuff here.
Just going to go out on a limb and say she's a soccer player as well.
I'm going to guess that you're probably right, Travis. But that's going to do it here for tonight's basketball broadcast. Once again, your final score, 62-33. Hathaway Brown, a winner over their cross-city rivals in Shaker Heights, up here at Ursuline College in a snowy Pepper Pike, Ohio.
Say that 5 times fast.
Just on the outskirts of Cleveland. Want to thank everybody for making tonight's contest happen, including our fabulous producer, Adam Thompson. We had 2 camera operators, Jody Hollenbeck along with Jory. So thank both of them for coming through and bringing you all the crystal clear shots tonight, except for Clock Cam. Not really sure what was going on there. A mystery ghost here.
Ghost man.
In Pepper Pike. I'm Brian Skowronski for Travis Berardi. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on a live stream near you coming up real soon. Still 31 more days of tournament basketball on the way, live and free, only on the OH Report.